no. 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 No, 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 Daniel!
What?
Come out here!
Oh, what's wrong? Oh no.
Yep.
Where'd the set go?
Hell if I know.
What happened to it? We can't perform without the set.
I don't know. It's not here anymore.
Yeah, well, it can't have just gone. When and where did you see it last?
Last night. Here.
Right.
Did someone take it down?
I don't know. They shouldn't have.
How long till house opens?
About 9 minutes.
That's bad.
Oh, well, it can't have gone far. Maybe we can set it up really fast?
Doubt it.
Well, maybe not the whole thing, but we can get the basic stuff on stage. The diner, the apartment, maybe even the factory. It should be fine.
What about the underwater research station?
Oh, no, that'll definitely take longer than 9 minutes.
It doesn't seem too hard to me.
Not if you have to assemble it first. No way they could have gotten the dome off stage without taking it apart.
I guess you're right.
Oh my god, 8 minutes, 47 seconds. I'll start looking for the set.
Wait! If we don't have the underwater research station, what are we supposed to do for that scene? Just mime all the equipment?
I mean, we can cut out that scene entirely. No, I'm serious though.
But it's an integral part of the story. How are we supposed to resolve Alfonso's character arc without the whole genetic analysis thing?
Cut Alfonso!
Now that's just crazy.
It really isn't. Alfonso pretty much has nothing to do with the rest of the play, not to mention he's a terrible character to begin with. Basically a self-insert to the playwright.
Oh, okay, well then who's gonna bring in the custard in scene 4?
We could probably have Tatiana do it, shoehorn her in the scene somehow.
It is too late in the process to be making changes like that!
Okay, you're right. Let's get moving.
Wait! I think I have an idea.
What's that?
You do monologues, right?
Huh?
Alright, so I'll go upstage and I'll find a set and I'll start setting it up behind the curtains. If the audience comes in while I'm still working, you entertain them, perform a monologue or something while I finish working on the set. Then, once I'm done, we'll open the curtain, move the set downstage, and we'll be ready to go!
Sounds okay. I mean, I don't really have a monologue on hand.
What about the Shakespeare one?
I do much wonder that.
Yeah.
Man, that was forever ago. I've completely forgotten that by now.
See what you can dredge up? I'll do the same.
I do much wonder that a man, seeing how much another man is foolish, when he devotes his behaviors to love, he thus he, after laughing at such shallow errors. How's it going?
Badly!
How badly?
Can't find the set anywhere!
Did you check behind the theater?
Yes!
So, whoever did this just disassembled our entire stage and carted it off to a dumpster or abandoned alleyway or God knows where, and...
That's not the worst part!
Oh, don't tell me. Fine, do tell me.
Cops are missing too!
Oh God, no.
Time?
What? 6 minutes, 26 seconds.
Thanks.
Everything's gone?
As far as I can tell.
Even the custard?
Even the custard.
Did you look behind the...
Yes!
You know, maybe everything got moved somewhere. Maybe everything's hiding in a corner back there somewhere.
I'm looking. Hey, I think I found something. There's a box back here.
What's in it?
There's like 50 of these backstage.
So, when I asked if everything was gone and you said yes.
Yes, okay. I missed the stack of cans. It was crammed in a corner behind a curtain backstage. Some kind of beans.
50 cans of beans? Fine.
What are we supposed to do with these?
Last meal?
Very funny. I'm glad you're in the mood for cracking jokes, Daniel. This is really funny, especially considering we have 5 minutes and 38 seconds left. Great, just great.
Well, it's not like all hope is lost here. I mean, we have the can of beans. We can still do the diner scene. Or, the scene where Alex and Roberto crashed the car into the recently renovated zoo. We can build a car out of the cans by stacking them here, and when it crashes, we just knock them all down. Huh? Maria? Maria, it's not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, Daniel. This is the end of my world. This was my chance. My one chance to prove that I'm not just some B-lister forever performing in those middle-of-the-day shows that old women sometimes bring their nephews to and come out saying, oh, that was cute. I don't want to be cute, Daniel. I want to be famous. I deserve more. I deserve to be recognized for my talent. I deserve. And you think it wouldn't be that hard to work with somebody who can keep track of the set?
Oh, hey, that's not fair. How was I supposed to know that everything was just going to disappear overnight? You can't blame me for something that I had no control over. Not without also giving me credit for these canned beans being back there.
You're not making things much better for me, Daniel.
Yeah, well, this isn't exactly a fun time for me either. Exactly 4 minutes and 24 seconds until I embarrass myself in front of, I don't know, how many seats are out there? A couple hundred?
I don't know, usually isn't packed.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there'll be lots more this time. They all want to see the brilliant set design and intricately crafted props.
Don't forget the professional actors.
Right, professional. And part of being professional is being adaptable.
So we make our set out of a can of beans.
Okay, I admit the car can thing was a dumb idea, but we still had the box the cans came in, right? That's enough to make one chair. We can get by with one chair.
Define get by.
Have something to sit on while you pantomime crashing a car.
Okay, what about props?
Well, we happen to have like 50 perfectly good props lying backstage.
Define perfectly good.
At this point, anything small enough to hold, generic enough not to completely obliterate the audience's suspension of disbelief, and not sharp or radioactive counts as perfectly good.
I'd like to see you try to do the pole vaulting scene with a can of beans.
Harder to do it without a can of beans.
I thought you didn't want to embarrass yourself on stage.
You know, it's really more about damage control. Maybe we can't be perfect. We can at least be dignified.
Define dignified.
No. Look, we know all our lines. We know what everything is supposed to be. Who cares if we're drafting a custard recipe with a canned pencil and a canned piece of paper under a canned desk lamp made of cans? At the end of the day, it's the acting they'll be watching.
Inspirational.
No, you censor yourself, Maria. Ouch. This is your chance to prove your talent as an actress. Show the audience it's not the cans that matter. It's the people holding the cans. Wait, don't think for a second the set is the star of this show. That'd be letting you get upstaged by something that isn't even there. You're not gonna let that happen, are you?
Fine.
Excellent. Right, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Plenty of time.
Great, so we need to look at the script and see if we have time to create anything between the scenes, and we'll have to make sure that we can...
Maria.
Oh, don't tell me.
The scripts are with the set. Yeah.
Marvelous.
I was looking forward to the custard.
Me too. I think I can hear them in the lobby.
2 minutes, 13 seconds.
But hey, when has theater ever been punctual?
New management? As of last week, they're really making an effort not to waste anyone's time. Apparently some lady complained that the flyer said it started at 7 and her show didn't start till 7:10 at least, and this was the most gratuitous form of false advertising.
Now you're wasting our time.
Sorry.
Well, we could scrap the show and do that scene from the movie with the singing and the cup and the singing.
These are $12 tickets, Maria.
Are you kidding me? Where's my cut?
All the money went to the set. It's not cheap. The Shark Tank, the observatory, the field of radioactive corn. Apparently quite itinerant, but not cheap.
We're done for, Daniel. For a joke, what are we supposed to tell people?
I don't... All right, New plan, completely improv. Okay?
Improv, Daniel.
Oh, no, just stay with me for a second. We market the show as an improv based off minimal set. In this case, none. And one prop. And everything we had about the play synopsis, the Alfonso, the squabble in the apartment, the factory meltdown, we just asked the audience to shout out settings and characters from the flyer. And we just go with it. 2 actors, 1 can. Okay, we can name it something else, but you get the idea.
Okay, then what are we supposed to tell people that come here expecting an actual story?
We tell them that it is part of a social experiment, or something along those lines. We have completely caught the audience off guard, giving them something unexpected that they have to adapt to.
Like we'll be doing with improv.
Exactly!
Okay, I've heard worse ideas. Okay, how much time do we have?
About a minute.
What are we supposed to do with the rest of those?
Like, come to the audience. They did pay $12.
There's more than 49
Then we'll do
49 people out there, Daniel!
Well, then we'll do 1 per family. It doesn't matter. Come on, let's go.
Why are we going off stage?
Grand entrance, Maria. Whole thing's ruined if it doesn't start out right. Sure as hell isn't ending on a high note. At this point, the best we can hope for is mediocrity. Perhaps even bewilderment.
Great! So instead of people looking at my career and thinking, oh, that was cute, they're gonna look at my career and say, what was that? Perfect.